Hi there, Shortcuts. Stephen here. I got back from my second and last day of record shopping in Tokyo. Today is my 50th birthday, and I had the whole day to myself. My family are in Disneyland and having a great time. So I just got back literally 5 minutes ago. So I thought I'd give you a quick scan through what I found today. And I would say today was the best day of record shopping I have ever had. It's better than yesterday, mostly because, soul, funk, blues, reggae, jazz, you know how much I love those genres. And I'm just going to go through what I found today. And a good chunk of these are going to be on lists in the coming months. So this is a sneak preview. And hopefully it excites you all as much as it excites me. Now, quite a few of these are records that I know and love and I have copies of already, and I'll try and indicate that as I go, so you'll give you a sense of what's coming. And then there are others I have literally never heard of that I just took a punt on, or just looked at or listened to on the day. So here we go. All right, I'm going to start with this. Toots and the Maytals, In the Dark. This is, I'm not sure if it's a first press. I have a funny feeling it's not. It's in too good a condition. It's absolutely pristine. You can see with the obi, and this is a duplicate. I have this. And it's one of the best reggae albums ever made. If you don't know it, explore. It's stunningly good. I was blown away that I found it. And now, veering to the absolute opposite of the scale. This is the most expensive. Oh, actually, no. It's not the most expensive record today. It's the second most expensive record I bought today. One that I bought today was on consignment. One of you all asked for it, and I found it, and I'm going to show you it. But this is something that I saw. This is the Japanese first press, near mint, Hell Awaits by Slayer. Again, I was giddy when I found this. I was like, I cannot believe this is here. It's in amazing condition. Yeah, there you go. I got a few blues records that I found today. I'm going to show you now. I got, I think, 5. There may be some more to come. There's a few kind of duplicate artists, so I'm just going to show you. Firstly, I'm going to show you this one first. I haven't seen this before. Junior Wells, Blues Hits Big Time, with Muddy Waters, Elmore James, and the Aces. So that's really interesting. Junior Wells, Elmore James, Muddy Waters, Louis Myers, Otis Spann, Willie Dixon. I don't know what the story is with this, but yeah, that's pretty great. These are 2 records I have already that I adore, and I was really pleased to find them. The first is The Real Folk Blues by Sonny Boy Williamson, and the second is The Backdoor Wolf, The Howlin' Wolf. So yes, I think both of these, that's obviously a Japanese press. It's got the obi, but this I believe is US. I'm going to have to explore. And there's 2 other Sonny Boy Williamson and Howlin' Wolf records. There's this one here, Sonny Boy Williamson. It's called Portraits of Sonny Boy. Never seen it before. The guys in the shop were raving about it, so I thought, yeah, okay. And then finally, there's this, The Killing Floor of the Howlin' Wolf. So this is on I think Cleopatra or Chest, but again, recommendations from the shop, so I went with it. Okay, I've got some funk here now, and a little bit more blues. This was just something that I just saw the cover and I thought, I'm going for this. It's called The Soulful Proclamation. You can see the back side. So, in the beginning, and this is a great beginning, the first album by Messengers Incorporated. The album is made up of one-nighters and an uncomfortable amount of work, effort, sweat, and strain. So I think Well, I listened to the cover version they did of Eleanor Rigby, and that just sold it to me immediately. It was the one that kind of stood out. There's a couple of other cover versions on there. Yeah, I will explore. And this is Fuzzy Haskins. And the record's called Radioactive, and it was a Record Store Day exclusive in 2022. Record Store Day, a P-Funk classic from 1978. So it turns out Fuzzy Haskins was a founding member of Parliament and worked with George Clinton for the whole of the 70s. And this was a record he made after Mothership Connection. So that's interesting. You can kind of see the kind of P-Funk artwork. Now, this is one of my favorite kind of funk soul bands. This is MFSB. This is the house band of Philadelphia International Soul, PIS. And this is called Universal Love. So this was released, this tickled me, it's released in 1978. And this is the Japanese first press of that. This is a repress Light on the Attic on Clear Gold of Betty Davis's final record. And so, what does that say? The Love of Desire. And so I've been buying up these Love in the Attic represses of Betty Davis's music, and they're amazing. Really, really, really good pressings. If you see them, especially maybe her more famous records, They Say I'm Different or Nasty Gal or the self-titled. This is her fourth record. This was released, I don't know if it's kind of like an official release. It's more like a compilation of stuff, but I guess I'm completing the set. I got a couple of jazz ones to come after this. Lil Milton. Lil Milton was a blues guy on the Stax label. And this is a Japanese press of Waiting for Little Milton, which is a great album, and got some of those at really cheap prices, which I'll pass on to you guys. A couple of blues records that I grabbed. Now this, if you see this, Original Jazz Classics, OJC, this was a run of releases made in the early 2000s. They used the original tapes, and they did a really good job. They're universally lauded for the sound quality. So if you see OJC, it well worth it. Now, Outward Bound is by Eric Dolphy, is a record that I've only kind of got into because of a box of jazz that came my way recently, and this was in it. And I really like it. And so I saw this and I was quite happy. And this was a recommendation from the shop. Don Wilkerson on Blue Note. Look at that band. Grant Green, Sonny Clark, Butch Warren, and Billy Higgins. That is unbelievable. It is in perfect condition. The kind of the Blue Note represses, obviously incredibly lauded on the Japanese vinyl. This is interesting. I'm actually going to open this one up. I haven't opened it yet myself. Look at this. Marilyn Monroe. Goodbye, Prima Donna. And inside it is a calendar from Marilyn Monroe from 1982. Now, I tell you what, that's a t-shirt worth finding. How cool is that? So cool. Oh, man. I looked for a few I kind of find some of these interesting Marilyn Monroe records from Japan kind of fascinating. There's the only one I found in 2 days. Now, this is really interesting. Now, I am not a Bee Gees fan, but this is the Bee Gees' first album. And this is the US stereo first press. And it's in lovely condition. Look at that. So that's interesting. This was one of my holy grails. This is a record I've been looking for I don't know how long. It's called the Whatnots. The band are called the Whatnots, and it's Whatnots on the Rocks. And the reason is because track 3 of this song, Hurry Up and Wait, has one of the greatest drop beats that was ever recorded and has been sampled God knows how many times. It's worth just listening to that track alone. But yeah, I really like the rest of it too. Whatnots on the Rocks, that's a special one for me. This is the most expensive record I bought today, and this is for one of you all, and you know who you are. This is Live Like a Suicide, Guns N' Roses. This is the UK first press in almost mint condition. It is so pristine, still in the shrink wrap, just an incredible record. So you know who you are. That's on its way as soon as I get back. Now I've got actually one other, I got some psychedelic records that I want to show you that I bought for a couple of special ones to finish. But this is very interesting. This is Vigil, the Easy Beats, which I think is their second record. I haven't researched it yet, but this is the UK first press. Yeah, on this blue label, in really nice condition. So I have 3 psychedelic records here that I found in the psychedelic section of one of the shops today. And I just was tickled by the sleeves really and researched them and then thought, you know what, I'm going to get these. So this is a US-Canadian psychedelic band called The David. And the record's called Another Day, Another Lifetime. This is the 1967 US first press. I will explore. I don't know much about it, but I'm very intrigued by it. And this is, I think I'm going to take this one out of the packaging. This is Japanese first press, and it is the best sleeve I found today. And I bought this almost exclusively because of the sleeve. This is The Churls, and they're a psychedelic rock band as well. So I'm gonna give that a listen. We'll see what happens. And then finally, on the Vanguard label, Cosmology. Now, there is no information out there, virtually nothing about this band and this record. Who knows? I just kind of like the cover, like the look of it, and so taking a punt. Now, this is an album I know very well, but this is a special edition double album release of this from a few years back. I didn't even know this existed, of Fleetwood Mac's Then Play On, which you all know that I love. All right, last 2 records are Kingston 2 by the Scatolites. This is a UK first press. Jonestown Special, Jazz Ska, Dr. No African Queen, The Shuffle Duck. The Scatolites being, great reggae band. And then finally, something that I've been looking for a while that I found, the Japanese first press, More Songs About Buildings and Food by Talking Heads. So there you go. As I said, I had a lot of fun today. I found some new things. I found some old things. I found some grails. I found some stuff that people had asked me for, which is really good. Anyway, if there's anything in that list that you're particularly struck by, make sure and drop me a note. shortcutsrecordsaus@gmail.com. And I'll be researching these, listening to them, and as they pop up on the lists in the coming months, you'll have a little preview. So anyway, that's the end of day 2 of my shopping mission. Tomorrow and for the next 2.5 weeks, we're going to be doing lots of different things together. So watch out for the list. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And thank you for watching. Bye.